Hello viewers, welcome to Science TV. My name is Edna Kaindi and our sign language interpreter is Wanjangede. Welcome for the news. The National Assessment Cycle under CBC entered its third day with Interior Principal Secretary Raymond Omolo assures the public that the national assessment exams are progressing smoothly across the country. Speaking on Wednesday when he opened an examination box at Starehe Deputy County's Commissioner's Office, PS Omolo stated that no major incidents have been reported since the beginning of the Kenya Primary School Education Assessment (KPSEA) and Kenya Junior School Education Assessment (KJSEA) began on Monday. Omolo says that praises the success to strong coordination between government agencies. He noted that the Ministry of Interior has been working closely with the Ministry of Education to ensure adequate security and logistical support throughout the examination period.
Officials from both the Ministry of Interior and National Administration as well as the Ministry of Education. We have the Regional Director of Education as well as the Regional TSC Director. We have our County Commissioner and the other members of the different departments that are involved in these exams. I want to just first of all apart from congratulating, but also to wish well all the students who are doing exams already, and also those who are planning to take the exams in the coming days. We are in Starehe sub-county, and the distribution to the center managers of exams has just begun. So overall is that since the exercise, these examinations or the assessments began, we have not had any major incidents worth worrying about, and this is because of the good coordination and collaboration that has happened between all the players, starting with the Ministry of Education, who actually are the primary owners of the assessment that is going on. As a ministry, we are supporting the Ministry of Education in the coordination and ensuring that we have adequate security arrangements across board. So we have over 600 containers spread across at the sub-counties. So within the sub-counties, we have the sub-county director of education who are actually responsible for this, backed by the sub-county security and intelligence committee. So for this morning, we have just had a quick brief with the center managers, and then now the distribution of the examination or the assessment papers is currently going on, and we expect that the sessions for today will be conducted in a manner that has been the case in previous instances.
And on to our next news. President William Ruto on Tuesday had a high-profile development tour of Nakuru and Baringo counties, using the visit to champion his government's better. The tour emphasized the government's commitment to initiating new projects and ensuring the completion of those that had previously stalled. In Nakuru County, the president unveiled possible plans for infrastructure financing, including the proposed establishment of a national infrastructure fund to mobilize the large money needed for road construction across the county. In Baringo County, development centered on critical infrastructure and social facilities. President Ruto commissioned work on the stalled Marigat Mochongoi Road and launched a 382-unit affordable housing project in Marigat Town.
Inflation ilikuwa 9.6%, tumeteremusha imekuja mpaka 4.6%. Ile dola ambayo ilikuwa imepanda imefika 165, 167. Leo dola ni 128, 129. Muliona hata juzi tumefikisha $12 billion pesa ya kigeni. Tumeweka shilingi bilioni 21 ya kulipia matibabu. Wewe mwananchi umeenda hospitali, wanatutumia bill, tunalipa kwa serikali, lakini pia wameuliza mwananchi, wamewalipa. Utapeli kama hiyo lazima tukomeshe. Yangu ni kuunganisha Wakenya wote bila ya kujali hawa ni wa sehemu hii, hawa ni wa kabila ile, na tukipanga haya mambo yote itatutosha. Sio lazima kabila moja ikoze ndio kabila ingine ipate. Hapana.
And on to our next news, President William Ruto on Tuesday issued a serious ultimatum to all civilians in Baringo County who are illegally possessing firearms to surrender them immediately to the government authorities. Speaking during his tour of Baringo County, President Ruto announced that time has come to definitively address persistent issue of banditry that has plagued the region. In a related address, President Ruto also celebrated his newly established political alliance with KANU Chairman Gideon Moi. The president lauded the cooperation, announced that political unity between their separate sides will be the greatest uniting country and unlocking significant development opportunities for region and the nation.
Baringo hoye! Wamerejesha bunduki 600. Bado tunajua tuko na bunduki zingine ambazo hazijakuja. Tunajua imekuwa hapa kwa miaka karibu 30, but imefika siku ya mwisho. Na siku ya mwisho ndio sasa. Tunaelewana watu wa Baringo? Si hawa watu kila mtu arudishe bunduki kama maneno bado haijaharibika?
Kazi yenye tulianzia pale boda ya Marakwet na Pokot na Baringo County. Tayari sasa tumechukua bunduki 602, Your Excellency. Kwa Baringo alone tumechukua 170 guns, Your Excellency.
Sisi tunajua kila mmoja mwenye yako na bunduki. Don't cheat yourself. And we are going to come for it. Tutakuja kuchukua bunduki. Either ulete mapema ama tutachukua bunduki na utajua ile itakupata.
Kulingana na ile direction ulinipatia na ukapatia IG na wizara yote, Your Excellency, we will make sure that all guns that are in hands of civilians are removed so that people can live in peace.
Kama uko na bunduki, peana mapema kabla hujakutana na watu ambao huwezi kuona makucha, huwezi kuona macho, huwezi kuona nywele, lakini fire ni fire.
Mimi na yeye ni ndugu moja ama sivyo? Si ndio? Na tumekubaliana tunatembea pamoja. Si ndio? Hatutaki tena maneno ile ya zamani ya kugawana hapa na pale. Tunataka tutembee safari moja. Tuunganishe kwa sababu umoja ni nguvu. Tunajenga university ya Baringo University. Na wanafunzi wa kwanza tayari wameripot.
Sisi wakaaji wa Baringo kusini tunasema asante rais. Asante kwa sababu ya usalama. Salamu ya mheshimiwa wetu rais wa Jamhuri ya Kenya.
And moving on, a coalition of human rights organizations has formally petitioned several diplomatic missions, urging them to intervene in the case of Bob Njage and Nicholas Oyo, who were allegedly abducted nearly a month ago in Uganda. The petition, led by Amnesty International and Vocal Africa and the Law Society of Kenya, LSK, calls on missions from European Union, United States, the United Kingdom, and other international partners to exert pressure on the governments of both Uganda and Kenya. The organizations have simultaneously raised a serious alarm regarding the condition of Njage and Oyo. They cite credible reports indicating that the health of both men is deteriorating and that they are in urgent need of medical attention. And on to our next news item. Postal Corporation of Kenya, PCK services have been paralyzed in Taita Taveta County as workers join a nationwide strike to protest the non-payment of their salaries. The industrial action mirrors similar protests by PCK staff in other parts of the country, crippling postal and carrier services nationwide. The workers are vowing to remain on strike until the Postal Corporation clears all their pending dues. The Communication Workers Union has spearheaded the protests, insisting that the severe delay in payment has subjected thousands of employees to immense financial hardship.
We'll now be closing down until we get direction from our GS, that is our General Secretary. We need our money. That all the money has been remitted to our accounts, and we are rich that day. We can access our medical, we can access our pension, and that is when we'll come back on duty.
Watoto wetu huko nyumbani, hata mpaka mabibi zetu pato wadogo, lakini wengine wametoroka hata nyumbani kwa sababu wanafikiri tuko na pesa ambayo tunalipa watu wengine, lakini sisi hatuna pesa. Landlords wanakuja hapa, wanademand, wanakuja hapa wanasema ya kwamba sisi hatujalipa manyumba, tunalala huko posta.
Our dignity and honor has been dropped by all the partners like the borders or the shopkeepers, the landlords, learning institutions. Our dignity has been dropped because of non-payment of 7 months.
Tanzanians headed to the polls on Wednesday in a national election widely anticipated to return President Samia Suluhu Hassan to office following the barring of candidates from the country's two leading opposition parties. Voters are casting ballots for the president, members of the 400-seat national parliament, and electing a president and lawmakers for the semi-autonomous region of Zanzibar. The presidential vote proceeding without the presence I beg your pardon. The presidential vote is proceeding without the presence of the main opposition parties, which has drawn international concern. The leading opposition party was effectively excluded after the Electoral Commission disqualified its candidates in April. This decision came after the party refused to sign an electoral code of conduct. Furthermore, the party's prominent leader, Tundu Lissu, faces ongoing treason charges, which he denies. The candidate for the second largest opposition party, Lukha Mpina, was also disqualified by the commission following an objection raised by the Attorney General.